2004, a game came out that shattered the brains of we in the professional game talking about community.
After a fair amount of brain repair, we declared Katamari Damacy one of the most original games of the year.
Then last year, a sequel came out, which was exactly like the original.
But still good.
But less original.
And now another Katamari game is coming out for the first time on a handheld. Here's a review of Me and My Katamari.
There's no way we can actually explain what's happening here, except welcome to the world of Katamari Damacy. The grand ruler of all things makes his return in Me and My Katamari on the PSP, and his son, the tiny prince, is also back to roll up everything on Earth into a giant clump. Because let's face it, we have the most crap. It's basically the same as all the other Katamaris we've loved, which is a good thing. But something's rotten in Katamari Land, and the king knows it. Just read some of the things he says in this game, and ask yourself whether the king is thinking what we all are. That he should really keep an eye on Claudius, and that the prince's first portable outing sucked. Now, my kings, protect your ears, it's time for the poison. Katamari's dual analog controls just don't have a proper substitute on the PSP. Using the face buttons with your right hand to control the ball is awkward, to say the least. Even the most muscled digits, honed by long nights of clutching the controller long past sense or sanity, will ache and burn trying to use the PSP buttons as an analog stick. What's even tougher to accept is the total lack of variety in Katamari's levels. Me and My has basically only 4 small levels: a house, a town, a park, and a city. And they recycled ad nauseum. All too often, you'll finish up a challenge, start the next one, and find that you're in the same place you just rolled up, only with slightly different decoration. And when your Katamari gets bigger, Me and My actually stops the game and goes to a loading screen. And these self-referential statements from the king don't actually make me feel any better about the situation. At first, it seemed like he was being sarcastic, but then we realized that we actually were quite bored. The lack of variety in the levels was a major factor, but even more so was the constant loading and abrupt transitions. The joy of Katamari isn't just in the rolling gameplay. It's about the feeling of power when you start out tiny and end up ginormous. Smoothly, not like this. Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest in the land of the 2 out of 5.
Hey, Morgan, you sure did work in a lot of references to Hamlet in your review.
Well, I'm trying to show that X-Play can be classy and sophisticated.
Morgan, are you trying to get accepted into high society again?
No, I'm trying to convince one of the classy networks to pick us up. Things must be so fancy at Bravo.
Then they make us review fancy games like Risotto Adventure or Sid Meier's Calligraphy.
All right, we can stay here.
Good.